Alright, hell yeah. So what we're going to do today is go over all the R1 rafts, and I think Rocky Mountain is the leader. And so just to let you know, these are going to be your most economical, and everyone's using them. You know what I mean? You have the 9-foot Thundercloud, and then you got the 10, you know what I mean, the 10.5 Storm, and then the Fat Cat. So I do own the Fat Cat, and it is the go-to. So we're going to watch some videos. You know what I mean? Here's the 10.5. Here's the Storm, and this is perfect. We do a surf in the hole, and they hang on for a long time. They do flip, but damn, I do recommend the 10-foot over the 9 because, you know, this is how stable it is in a hole. You know what I mean? A 9-foot might be a little bit more tippy. All right, so let's move on to the next video. Now, this is also the Storm 10.5. You know what I mean? R1ing, going over a big waterfall. Okay, and then let's move on. Okay, so now here is the other side. Here's the Thundercloud, the 9.5. This is Oceania. Now, this YouTuber, Plague Squirrel, he charges. Holy Toledo. He does R1, R2, and he's got a Fat Cat as well. So you can watch his videos if you are wanting more questions about the RMR. Anyway, and then hell yeah. So high water ahead. Oh, damn it. All right, hell yeah. High water ahead, be crushing it. Man, so smooth, so big. This is Ram's Horn, and just really showing that Fat Cat's a real stable boat. As long as it's got a good captain, and that's a good captain. All right, so hell yeah. And then we got B-Gold. This is his first year crushing it on the upper gully. He's just like, hell yeah, watch my upper gully. And, we got to see this whole thing. So, hell yeah, he gets to the left of Inertia Hull like no thing, and then charges up on the pillow. You know what I mean? Big fists in the air at the end of this run. And this is the RMR Fat Cat. Hell yeah. Alright, so now what do we got? Hey, B-Gold again, R2ing. This is probably the 10-foot Storm. You know what I mean? This is the 10.5 Storm. Definitely a more dynamic ride, for sure. This is why I like small boats. I think this is why everyone likes small boats. Because let's look at this. I mean, you're like a little top. You tip sideways, fore aft. You know what I mean? It's a fun ride. Hell yeah, this is R2 in the 10.5 Storm. Booyah, booyah. Okay, let's move on. So now we have probably the 10.5 Storm. I don't know. I'm sure this is an RMR raft. It's got that PVC look, but hell yeah, R1er going after Troublemaker on the chili bar, making it look good. You know what I mean? So everyone's getting into R1 and no one's getting into R1ing. But anyway, that's why we make these videos. You know what I mean? You make it cool. You make it cool. So anyway, we have the Tributary 9.5. Now, I don't see too many people with these. The price went up a little bit, for sure. It's kind of in that $2,400. But anyway, but here's some old footage. R3, this Tributary kills. You know what I mean? It's got the thwart in the middle, but you can buy a separate thwart and you can lace them in wherever. That's the cool thing about Air. But anyway, and this thing takes on water in the floor, so real stable. I do own this boat as well. I just don't paddle. You know, they're just in case. Anyway, so this is the Air Puma, and I don't even know why I showed that part. Well, this is why. Because it's, oh, damn it. Okay, because it's real narrow, the Puma, and we're going over Sweets Falls. And Crazy Bill, I don't know. He didn't film it very good. Nah, he filmed it. He just didn't know he was going to make it into a short, so it just cut it. Anyway, so now we got the Puma. Puma is going to be your full-priced. Yeah, so any airboat's going to be full. You're going to be $4,000. So the Puma is narrow. We already saw that one. So, no. Here's some more Puma action, satisfaction. Now, the narrow, hell yeah, it'll punch through a hole. You know what I mean? So this is the Whitewater and Jazz. Folks, they rock some of these narrower Pumas. They do excellent. Okay, so now we're going to move on. What I think probably is a really good R1 boat is this Cup. And so Rogue Yeti does a full review, and it's nice and round. I think that is what I would like about it, because look at this. I'm always punching up against big waves, and it's not going to turn at a funky angle. So we're hitting that wave, booyah, putting our face into it. This isn't me. This is Rogue Yeti, and he's going for it. And so hell yeah, so there's that clip. Now we're going to see him go through Locksaw. Same thing, just really pushing up against it. And the boat doesn't like turn. Oh hell yeah! And that's hospital hull. And so let's look at this again, because this is gonna, that's a cataract in there, but this is gonna determine kind of how much you can R1. Because if you get your R1 raft in there, can you hang on? You know what I mean? Can you survive that hull? Because that would be a prerequisite for if you wanted to R1 the Stikine, you better be just jumping into this hull on the daily and be like, yeah, I'm cool. Because that doesn't look cool, but the Stikine has way more monstrous hulls. But I don't know. Like, these are real steep, real sharp. This is going to be your kind of your nastiest thing. But I may try to get into that. I don't know. Like, no one wants to, though. No one wants to. That's hospital hull. But anyway, so that was the Cub. It's nice and round. You do have the Sabertooth. I don't like the 3 thwarts, but here's a little promo for the Sabertooth. Hell yeah, crushing it. Now, you do have to, like, straddle. See how you have to straddle the middle thwart? I'm not a big fan of that. That's just me. I don't know. I just not have it. I've done it a couple times. It's not my thing. Anyway, so now we're going to go to the cheapest option. We got Boats to Go. And so they have this $600 paddle cat. You know what I mean? And you can watch this YouTuber put one together. But hell yeah. You know what I mean? He runs at R2. And they're doing just fine. For $600, you're on the water. Hell yeah. I think you had to assemble it. I don't know. It was like came in pieces. But anyway, but let's go back to this, because you also have this Saturn 9.6. And this is only $800, and then you got to ship it probably $100 to ship. But I mean, you can get on the water in less than $1,000. You're not going to have crap for warranty, but these hold up. They're just PVC boats. It doesn't have a lot of rocker, but hell yeah. So this YouTuber I follow quite a bit, he gets out there tons R1ing. And then this is the lower gully, and this is kind of what I focus on. This is lower mash, and there's a big wave here. Now, if you crush this wave and flip, it's okay, because you're going to avoid maybe this undercut of civvy rocks. But if you go left, maybe you'll go into the undercut. So this is footage of just crushing this wave. You know what I mean? Hell yeah. And that's how you do it. I would do that all the time. Have like kind of an angle and then jump to it. You know what I mean? Try your best to square up to it with your paddle stroke, but give up on your paddle stroke, jump to that high side. We're going to watch this one more. He says whoops, but no, this is what you just have to do R1 in. And this is what I look for in these small rafts, to see if, like, hey, can they crush it? And sure, yeah. And then, it's a self-bailing raft. So anyway, so that's $800. You can be on the water every day of the year. Use all that extra money for gas to get to cool places. All right, so now we're going to get into the high side. High side's at $3,000. And now we got the Mini Max. You do have the Mini Me. Mini Me, that's what I paddle. It's super fun. If you just got low water, like if you're doing a raft guide situation and your river's real low and boring, hell yeah, just get the Mini Me. It is the smallest and the funnest. This is the Max, though. This is Rainy Falls. You know what I mean? So it can handle it. That V at the bottom ain't no thing. You just got to know how to plow against it. But I don't know. Gear Garage says this. Don't just, I don't know. It can be consequential going over this thing. You know what I mean? Just the vertical drop, you can just hurt your body. So anyway, there's other chutes in the middle. Anyway, but now we're going to see kind of the R2, you know what I mean, the Max. Now this is Hypalon, so it's a little bit sticky. But hopefully you're just running rivers that, see, let's see. They slip right through. It ain't like a catcher's mitt on the gloves or whatever. It's not like rock climbing shoes. All right, so that was cool. I don't know. We maybe watch that one more time. Hell yeah, just kind of squeezing through these boulders. But hell yeah. Okay, sweet. All right, so now we're going to move on to this is Gore Canyon. This is Gore Rapid. Hell yeah, and this is tricky. You got to be over here, and then you got a typewriter all the way across. Could have been more square, but they do a little 180, get through that chute. No high siding required. So hell yeah, that was pretty sweet. We're gonna watch that one more time, because this would be the pinnacle of R2. You know what I mean? Just big, steep, rocky. You know what I mean? Pushy, holy, highly consequential. But these guys know what they're doing. Anyway, so now you have the Star Slice. Sure, do it up. You know what I mean? You do 1,800, but the RMR. Fat Cat, I think it's got better dimensions. I don't know. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, I think the Fat Cat's got bigger tubes. Oh. So now we're all messed up on these videos, but you know what I mean? The star slice, it can punch through waves, so we're just going to hopefully be not messed up. Okay, so here is, here's the star slice. Yeah, this is great. Yeah. No, nothing against the star slice. Hell yeah. And this is crushing. So this is crushing. There's holes above Kuntz flume that you might have to crush through. You know what I mean? Just cause you want to, and your boat should. And if you're R1, and that's kind of what you're going to be doing. And bear with me. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, and now we're at upper mash, and we're crushing through kind of these holes too. So this is the cool thing about paddle cats, is they can go and crush through little holes like that. So this is just kind of a funky little hit in upper mash on the lower golly. Okay, hell yeah. Now let's move it on. And we're almost done. So we have the star high five. One of the leader in R1 rafting right now is Ryan Huck. Hell yeah, dude. He is literally crushing it, and he's smooth too. So this is we're gonna watch a couple of videos. So anyway, so this is that slice, and it's PVC raft, and it's very affordable. That bottom, you kind of have like a surfboard or a. So anyway, that was sweet. I mean, tons of drops in this. This is crazy. So, and he's also running, so his buddy's running a high side max. And then what do we have right there? And that's going to be your Storm 10.5. So those are going to be the boats to use. The max, the Storm. This is the slice, and we're going to go back. I don't think I would recommend it. And Ryan got into Sotar, which is really good. What the only issue is, I don't want to get my feet caught in between, I don't want to get my feet caught in here. That happens all the time. You're R1ing big stuff, and your foot gets caught in between there, and then that's a real. So any boat where your foot can literally get heeled into there. That's the only risk. That's the only thing I wouldn't like about this. I would get my heel caught in there, the boat would flip over, and then I'd have to jerk my heel out, and I'd feel like I was drowning. But other than that, all right. So now we're gonna move it on because we have. Oh yeah, and then if you want to get that cool color that he was rocking, this Colorado CKS, they still have this color in stock. Anyway, but Ryan went to a Sotar, probably sponsored by Sotar. This is the video, the Big Thompson Creek video. Down here, you can ask Jeremiah at Sotar to get this Excalibur. Hell yeah. And the reason you would is it's a urethane boat. Now, my boat that I'm running is urethane. They don't make it no more. And urethane is the one that slides over rocks. It's really durable. And so Sotar makes these durable boats. And we're just going to watch this because he's so smooth and going so big at the same time. So those two combinations, that'll get you real far on R1 rafting. Just having the smoothness of your paddle strokes, making sure everything is just dialed, and wanting to go big. I don't know if I want to go big. I want to go class 3 and have some fun. But anyway, that's just my style. We're going to look at a couple other Moravia. So anyway, if you want to spend, this could be a good boat. So this is PVC coated in urethane. It doesn't roll worth a crap, but they're small boats anyway. But hell yeah, now you got that urethane coating over your PVC, and you got everything that I like. You have a laced-in floor. You can replace it. Besides the blems that Moravia was having, who cares? I actually got some stuff from Moravia. Went to their factory. You know what I mean? I do like the PVC coated in urethane. But the floor ain't coated in urethane. So you know what I mean? You could rip something huge into your floor, or whatever sticks to your floor is still that sticky PVC. So that's where Sotar, if you're already spending a bunch of money, Sotar is probably the way to go. Sotar is the way to go for that urethane. I think that urethane, especially if you're going to do smaller, creaky R1 stuff, is going to slide over stuff. I think that's the biggest improvement. And Sotar also has the laced-in floor that makes flipping your boat back over easy. All right, we got to finish this video up because we just have some honorable mentions. This one's interesting. There is no inflated portion of the floor, but this is a self-bailing raft. It's just like your paddle cats. You just have something that's this material just high off the water. So it's kind of cool. You know what I mean? So this is your profile. Narrow, narrow might, I don't know. I don't think, like I said, round for me it makes more sense. This is also a narrow company, Maxon. Real narrow this is a 9 foot, 810, and then they also make a 10.6, but just real narrow. And it also, what did I say, a surfboard floor? Stand-up paddleboard. So basically this is a stand-up paddleboard floor, drop stitch, and then you just slide it in. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But, you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. Nothing wrong with that, actually. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, all these boats, the floor is the issue. You know what I mean? That's the first thing. When my floor starts to tear or go, that's the hardest thing to repair. So and I I have an I-beam floor on mine, and you can't do much with it. So anyway, if you blow a baffle or something. Anyway, that's it. And if you hit Search Tempest, type in raft any distance, search it up, and you can just hit everything. Look at this, the U.S. West, and you can just scroll through here. Last month I saw 2 Pumas, Air Pumas for $1,000. So anyway, and you might have to drive. You might have to drive 8 hours, but it's still worth it. You know what I mean? There's no difference in driving 8 hours and shipping a raft. So anyway, all right, we got to wrap this up. Thanks for joining me, and that's a video.